Now, for most of us, death is a difficult subject to talk about, but increasingly it's being discussed by people who want to plan ahead for their own funeral. Scotland's first Coffin Club in Aberdeenshire is a group which invites people to go along and talk openly in the hope of breaking down taboos. Anne Smith went to meet them.
Along that side. It's Coffin will be the death of me.
There is much hilarity and laughter at this unusual social gathering. Meet the members of Scotland's first Coffin Club. Complete with instructions, they're learning how to assemble a DIY flat-packed coffin.
My gran was 94 and I never had the conversation with her. I didn't want to. I didn't want her to think that she was going to go. And yeah, I wish I had. And then there's other things happen in your life, and I promised that my family would never not know what I wanted at my end of life.
I would hate every photo and every memory, everybody it means anything to me.
It's more to have an opportunity to talk about the death and the dying in a group of people where you're able just to chat over things in a nice relaxed way.
Coffin clubs are part of a worldwide movement. Members meet up to openly discuss death and plan their final wishes over a cup of tea.
I can decide if I want music or not music.
Funeral celebrant Isabel was inspired to set up Scotland's first club in Aberdeenshire following the death of family members.
I've planned 3 funerals in my lifetime: my mum, my brother, and sadly 2 years ago my son. And we never knew what they wanted. And I worked in care management for 6 years, and again supporting people that were coming to their end of life, and they weren't having that conversations what they wanted after the last breath. So the Coffin Club, it offers a really safe space for people to have these conversations.
For most of us, talking about death is still a bit of a taboo subject. According to new figures, only 6% of people in the UK plan their own funeral, and many of us have no idea of the choices available.
Making those decisions when your heart is absolutely broken, it's not impossible, but it's hard. So it's really about empowering yourself, because things that are myths, like you're not allowed to be buried in your garden, you can. You don't have to use a funeral director. You don't have to use a hearse. And also with the costs of funerals nowadays, it helps if there's elements that you can do yourself.
The Coffin Club say they hope they can help people overcome their fears and empower more of us to have a more meaningful final farewell. Anne Smith, STV News.